Rapidly running out of week, and as we go into the weekend, some changeable conditions out there. Add to that, as we go past this short-range forecast, we'll be looking for some much cooler weather to be heading our way into next week. The Ides of March look like they're going to be possibly a little bit on the frosty side, but don't worry, because we'll be looking for the potential of some much warmer conditions by about this time next week. We'll show you that on the 7-day forecast in just a little bit, which, coincidentally, you can also pick up at our website, wdef.com/weather. I'm Chief Meteorologist Austen Onek from News 12 in downtown Chattanooga. Find me, drop an email to me, and find me at aonek@wdef.com. Glad to have you along for the ride. This is Weather Overtime. It's our online video weather blog to give you much more information as to what's going on with the weather than what you can typically get during a regular TV newscast. So thanks for stopping by. Quick check of the almanac for the day. Again, not bad. We were just a little bit below normal for today, back in the upper 50s to the lower 60s. Now, as of right now, we've had a few speckles of rainfall on our windshields, but so far not seeing anything in the way of an update where it comes to any rainfall as of the time we record this. But later on tonight, more showers could be a possible problem, which means we are still behind for the year and ahead for the month by a fraction of an inch either direction. More rainfall coming our way in the next couple of days. Gray skies across much of the area for tonight. Island Cove Marina and Resort Camera, usually a very good place to see a sunset from this vantage point, but not picking up much of anything else in the way of rainfall for the time being. A lot more colorful on our weather window picture of the day, looking at what we assume is Battlefield Parkway heading toward Flintstone. You get a very colorful view from Leanne Eves Logan. Thank you very much. That's our Thursday West Shore Home weather window picture of the day. If you've got pictures, drop them on our Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook pages. Again, details, if you would please, to let us know more about where the picture was and where you were looking at the time, or just drop us an email at pictures@wdef.com. Current storm system, again, showing up with a little bit more in the way of rain showers across portions of the area and heavier rain back to the west of that storm system coming on through. Some of this moisture is coming in from off of the Pacific. It's making its way over portions of Baja and up this direction, and going to continue that way for tonight as one example of an atmospheric river drops some moisture where we are. Another one is shaping up as we go into the next couple of days, and we've already had kind of a weak atmospheric river coming in and getting weaker, but that's a lot of moisture coming in from off the Pacific from several different points, and you can see that very easily in numerous locations. The blue shows you again where the moisture-rich air is. The brighter orange and yellow colors shows where the drier air is, and we've got tons of moisture heading our direction, including that new amount of moisture coming in from off the Pacific Ocean, which means for right now that we are seeing from coast to coast, from around the East Coast, close to the New York tri-state area, across the Great Lakes, into the Plain States, and all the way into the Intermountain West and portions of the western United States. That is a lot of winter weather taking place. So anywhere between New York, Seattle, and back toward around San Francisco and Portland on the West Coast, if you're traveling anywhere in these areas that you see a winter storm watch warning, blizzard warning, winter weather advisory taking place out there, you could be looking at some delays, and especially into around the Intermountain West. We'll be looking for more chances of rainfall out there. We'll take a look at that in just a little bit. Overnight, showers more numerous. Could be the possibility of maybe a thunderstorm mixed in with that rainfall. So the kids at the bus stop tomorrow morning will probably need some rain protection, so count that into your plans for tomorrow morning again. And then as we get into tomorrow afternoon, the clouds begin to break up, and we see some fairly mild temperatures right about the mid to upper 50s, pretty close to where we were today, and then clearing out for a little bit before we get a few more clouds, and that cooler air drops on through. So a chilly start to Saturday morning, and then some mild conditions for Saturday afternoon, but we see again the potential for more rainfall coming our way as we get into around Sunday. Now, we don't see, again, much more than the potential of some areas of scattered light amounts of rainfall becoming a little bit more heavy as we get into around tonight and into tomorrow. So we're not talking about much more than, say, 2 to 2.5, maybe about 3 inches of rainfall locally in some locations. But take a look at what's going on. We've got a storm system going on across the East Coast. That's going to be causing some problems here. But look at what's going on out west. I mean, this is just absolutely incredible to see this much in the way of rainfall. And this rainfall for right now, turn this rainfall into the proper appropriate measurement of snowfall. About 10 inches of snow can come from 1 inch of rain, and we are looking at a ton of rainfall into around the Cascades, the Sierras, across the Intermountain West, and all the way up into around portions of the West Coast states. So if you're traveling anywhere, say, west of the Great Lakes, rain, snow, and especially into the western third of the United States, could be some major travel problems going on there. Flash flooding, not really a great deal of it, but down into northeastern Alabama tonight into Friday. Might see some activity there. And again for Sunday, not exactly for us, but close enough to where we want to pay attention. Again, that's only a marginal threat of flash flooding, but it could be possible. Severe weather chances back to our west as we go into tonight and around portions of early Friday morning, but we also see again that potential in that very pale green color, the possibility of maybe some thunderstorms. Now that goes away for Friday, not much of a threat there, but then comes back our direction as we go from Saturday into Sunday. The primary threat for severe weather well to our west, but for us, again, all we're looking for is just the possibility of just some thunderstorms mixed in. Also, as we go toward next week, as we've said before, and getting you updated on the possibility of what may be coming our way in the form of very cold weather as we go toward the middle part of the month. I want to talk real briefly again for our teachers out there, administrators, principals who would like to get some science in the classroom. We'd love to come to your classroom, but we have to be invited. So our Food City Weather in the Classroom program, all you have to do is go to our website at wdef.com/weather and fill out the form to have more information about where you are and how big your class size is, what grade level, any special topics you'd like to talk about. My Van de Graaff generator, I wish I had that still, but broke down back in Memphis, so don't have that anymore. But that was a great way to talk about static electricity as lightning, and also talk to younger groups as well. Most of the time for the younger kids, we read books, we talk about weather, we can give them a little bit better ideas to what's going on to talk about weather safety. So again, we don't do much where it comes to the very young kids, pre-K through about first grade. About a 20-minute presentation is about all we do. And that's, again, due to, again, the kids' attention spans and moving on, again, for what the teacher wants to have as an appropriate time. So we also talk about, again, being prepared for weather, not being scared of it, but what you do, when to feel scared of it. And, again, maybe reading some weather books as a neat little intro there. For the higher grade levels, we talk more about science, math, technology, careers, things of that nature, and also about weather safety. So tons of stuff we can talk about for the higher grades as well. If you'd like to know more about the program, head to the What I Want to Know show portion of our YouTube channel. That's for me and for News 12, and that'll give you an idea as to what you're looking at in detail, more than my explanation can give you here. Program your weather radio. We can help you do that. WDEF.com/weather. Best time to get ready for severe weather is now, when nothing is going on. The National Weather Service teaching severe weather spotter training courses as we speak. The National Weather Service teaching for Meigs County, Tennessee at Decatur, Tennessee. That's this evening at 6:30, right as we're talking about. Next one, March 21st in Marion County at Jasper, Tennessee, and then in the News 12 viewing area in Northeast Alabama, DeKalb, and Jackson counties. That'll be at the Northeast Alabama Community College Math, Science, and Engineering Building, Friday the 24th at 6 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Pick up information about the classes, register for them. They are free, but you do have to register for a seat. So head to the National Weather Service website at weather.gov and find out more information about this and tons of other stuff. Follow me on social media, and we'll have tons of information about that. Science, weather, technology, mathematics, all sorts of neat things that we find while tripping over the internet, so neat to be able to see that there. Chip Chapman has more bright and early Friday morning for you. Updates on your forecast, again, at WDEF.com/weather. weather, and you can reach me at aonek@wdef for emails there. Thanks for watching Weather Overtime for Thursday evening. Be safe out there. Keep it tuned to News 12 for updates, and we'll have more tonight on News 12 at 11, and again throughout the rest of Friday, so stay tuned to News 12 on air and online.